You guys, I thought I'd do something different and surprise you guys with this surprise video. Imagine that. I wanted to do this. It's right around day 200. It's kind of nice. About 2 weeks ago, we were going through my clothes. We were doing a football thing, and I wanted to put on get a jersey, and I knew I had a jersey somewhere. I thought, they've been starting on me for a while, so maybe I'll go get one. And I got into my then clothes box. It's all the box of it was all my really nice clothes when I was a lot skinnier, and I put it in. There's no reason for me to throw the stuff away. I really, especially t-shirts, I like t-shirts, and so I thought, there's no reason for me to throw these things away. So I kept them, put them in a box. Thought one day I'll be skinny like that. It's been years. So I get the box, I get the jersey, and I put it on. Things fit better than it ever has. I was so excited about that. And I get looking at my shorts, and I look at them. Maybe I'll try to put on a pair of the shorts, or I'll try to put it on, and it fit kind of loosely. I was like, oh man, that really, really good. And so I continued to go through there, and one of my pair of shorts, the smallest pair, was like 36. I can't remember the last time I was size 36. And I put them on, and I thought, you know what? I want to see how close I am to wearing these. So I pulled them on. I thought they were going to be tight around the legs, and they went all the way on, buttoned. And when I started, I was buying size 42 to 44, and so 42 really, really tight, and I got 44 because I've always liked the little loose pants, but even those were pretty tight. So, oh my gosh, amazing. So, I was just really happy about that. So it kind of, I don't know. I just, like I said, it was just a great time. It really made me re-inspired myself. Just kind of looking back at everything and definitely love this journey that I'm doing. And I'm not going to do it back clothes box. I'm not going to put my clothes that I used to wear in there just in case I ever get that big, because I would never go back to that. I'm going to keep moving forward, and I never want to go back. So anyway, so I've had this video idea. I interviewed a few people and asked them about, asked them the same basic questions you'll see in the video. Three people about my journey and what they think about myself. You'll see. So I plan to do more, but not everyone was so keen to be on video. So here you guys go, and I hope you enjoy.
All right, I'm with the lovely Janet, and I'm going to ask her the same questions. So since I've started my journey, what are some differences, or what are some changes, things that you've seen in me?
Okay, well, being that I'm your wife, as well as your wellness consultant, I've seen the biggest changes at home. You participate in life at a different level. You are present and encourage us to do things together as a family outside of the house instead of staying in so much. And you've just transformed your relationships with myself, with Brandon, with Sydney, with Zoe, with our kids. And not only those relationships, but relationships that you have with friends. You actually go and do things. Like I said, you're participating in life, and I haven't seen that from you in a long time.
So it's been a good transformation then?
An awesome transformation, yeah.
All right, so there's a lot of days where, I feel down, and I got to get out of my head, and so I'm thinking about having this video to watch. So what would you say to encourage me on those days, but also might be something that would encourage other people that might be having the same type of struggles?
What I would say to you is just look at where you came from. Look at what you've accomplished already, and really, if you ever need a reminder that you can do it, just look back. We have before pictures, you have your videos that you've been doing. The visible differences are amazing. Ask for help. Ask for people who you know love you and care about you. Ask for help. Say, I'm down. I'm feeling like just throwing in the towel, or I feel like giving up, and share how you're feeling. Don't hold it in. That's what I would say is look back at what you've accomplished already and know that you can keep going. You've already proven it. You've already proven yourself. Now it's just the finish line. You just got to get through to the finish line, and then ask for help. That's my recommendation for not only you, but for anybody else who would be listening to this is don't be afraid to open up and ask for help. And you've been very open because you're sharing your journey with whoever wants to watch it. And it's a vulnerability that we don't allow ourselves a lot of times. And so be vulnerable. It's okay, especially with people who love you.
Yeah, it's hard, but I do that. I really enjoy that. Now, it's one thing I don't do is when I'm feeling down, unless I'm something like coming into the gym, I don't say it. So I think that'd be a really good thing is just to call someone or just say, hey, I'm feeling down, help me out here.
All right. I have more. I can tell you more.
All right, guys, this is my trainer, Tony, at the Club Northwest. And I was just going to ask a few questions. I'm actually going to go around and ask questions to everybody. But so what has been your take on me throughout my journey since working out with you?
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is the confidence level that you have when you're out in the resistance training area, the cardio training area, your ability now to try new things and explore new ways to get your fitness in. I think a lot of the issues that you had at the very beginning were not so much physical as much as between the ears. And I think a lot of you going out there and actually working it out and trying new things, and me kind of pushing you to try new things, you figured out, hey, look, I'm not going to die doing this, and I'm going to see some results from it. So I think that's the biggest thing that's changed in your transformation as it relates to fitness, physical fitness. And I think a lot of it is going to really help you down the road. When you get to those plateaus, you'll understand, look, I just got to change something up, make something different happen.
Yeah. All right. So what about, because I have a lot of I have bad days. I have days where I need some extra encouragement. So what's something you would, would you tell me or maybe even tell someone else if they were kind of having some struggles?
Well, I think just giving you some encouragement. Actually, one of the things that I like to do is kind of build your confidence as the workout goes along. So, for example, if you're coming in and you're a little sluggish, or I can kind of tell that you're not wanting to be there at that time, one of the things that we'll do is we'll start off with movements that kind of ease you into the workout, and then as we progress through the workout, we increase the intensity level, and then at the end of the workout, you're like, oh, okay, this is good. This is good stuff. So I think just kind of letting you know that I'm in this with you. You're not in this by yourself. You have a whole team of people that are really pushing and really encouraging you and want to see you succeed.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Tony.
All right.
It's truly been a blessing, and so I'll do some more interviewing of other people. Okay, so I'm with Danielle, and I'm going to ask her the same questions. So since I've been on my journey, you've been with me through the whole time. What are some differences you've seen?
Well, I've seen you become a happier person. I've seen you have more energy. I've seen you become more of a family man. I've seen you care more about being with your family and your family coming together and doing things that matter together as a family, and I've seen them become closer. So I think that you have actually been a turning point, and I think that your family would probably agree with that you guys are always doing things together now that have to do getting out and getting physical and getting healthy. So I think that's a big thing that I saw.
Cool. So that's one thing that I've noticed too, hearing from people, is that not only was the transformation for myself, but it was for the family too.
I try to tell people that all the time. That's what you see. Your family gets healthier when you
Yeah.
get healthy. And I know Janet took that journey a long time ago, and it took you a little while to see it for yourself, because it has to be for you. But I see that you're much more in control now.
Yeah. Awesome.
As a father, as a person, as a man, as everything.
So-
Fun. It's fun to see.
Yeah. All right. So I've been having a lot of down days. So what kind of encouragement would you tell me to help me maybe keep going, or that might even help other people too that are having similar struggles?
I'd say everybody has their down days. Give yourself them. Don't get down on yourself for having down days. Get through them, get over them, get back. But go with it. Look at where you've been. I mean, you've come so far. You're a success right now. Doesn't matter if you stop today doing what you're doing. You're a success. I would say just give yourself a down day. Give yourself a day to be not at your best, but get over it and get back on track. I don't know if that's the greatest advice.
No, that's
but
really good, because I think you were one of the first ones that told me in the beginning where if I break down and I eat something like that I'm really not supposed to or something, that don't just say, okay, well, this whole day's shot, just pick it up, the next meal, just
Exactly.
So
Yep.
and that right there really did help me thinking, well, instead of, because before when I went off the wagon, I was off the wagon, I didn't get just right back on, and so now it's like when I fall off the wagon, that's what I do. I just get right back on. I'm like, okay, I'll catch it next time.
Yeah, well, it's a wagon. You just got to keep on holding on and going on. You got to go with it. You got to go with the bad times. You got to go with the good times, and you have to just keep on going. That's the main thing, and that's what actually the New Well is all about. Is getting back on track, not staying on track the whole time. It's getting back on track,
Yeah.
because that's what real life is about.
Yep.
You'll have good times, you'll have bad times. You'll choose to have down days. We were talking about the other day. You're going to choose to have a meal that isn't. That's awesome. Have a meal that isn't on, but get right back on everything that is healthy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Danielle.
Sure.